What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the True Gamer here, with another video. Today I'd like to take this video and a moment to talk about a situation that's been going on with the C.O.D community, and Infinite Warfare and things like that. Now, in my opinion, I think I could make a very decent game at least. But Call of Duty apparently is doing terrible recently. They've ripped off. They've had to rip off so many games because of it. What class? Fuck it. But they've had to rip off so many games with it. Oh god, the lag. But I'm not surprised they're running out of ideas anymore. It's completely obvious they're running out of ideas, so they have to steal from other people. And even if they're not really trying to steal, if they just think it's a good idea, it still shouldn't be a thing. Like, you don't add it to your game just to get better sales. Like, that's kind of messed. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, in my opinion, you don't do that shit. If you're a game developer, don't do that, like, ever. Don't steal from someone's game because you want more sales. Want more sales in your game. But what Black Ops is, where the Call of Duty community is headed, it's kind of fucked. God damn it, dude. The fucking Hellstorm is bullshit. It's kind of messed. Because Infinite Warfare is coming out. I actually recently bought Advanced Warfare because I used to have it for my Xbox 360, and I thought it was fun in my opinion. So I bought it. For my PS4, right? Shut the fuck up. Be advised, hostile HCXD spotted. But the Call of Duty community is heading in a pretty grim place right now, and like, in my opinion, Call of Duty should do something new this year. Like, or next year they should add 3 different categories for this shooter. The shooter series. In my opinion, I think what they could do is set 3 different categories. Set 3 different categories. 1, World War II or 1 era. 2, the modern era. 3, the futuristic era. That way, in one Call of Duty, people can get what they want. I know that would take a couple, like, Treyarch just made this game, so they could go on and do that. But, in my opinion, they should do that, because people, if you like the future stuff, you can go to the 3rd genre, obviously. If you like the modern stuff, you can go to middle era. The 2nd era. If you like the 1st era more, like the World War era, then go to that fucking area. I don't care. But they should do that. And they should add some vehicles, in my opinion. That's kind of, you're like probably thinking like, that's ripping off Battlefield. No, it is, but like different vehicles. Like, don't add the same freaking vehicles. Like, in this game, you're freaking ripping off Titanfall, man. It's so stupid. Like, don't do that. It's not really that cool, man. If you think you're cool, you ain't. Fucking fantastic. Shit. Alright. But you ain't cool, so don't rip off someone else's video game idea, put it into your game, and say something like, oh, it's just like a coincidence we didn't even think of this, or yada yada yada. We all know you're ripping off a game, so you should have just removed it in general. And Call of Duty is kind of headed in a horrible way because the sales are also going down horribly because of the future. But I personally love the future. Like, I love futuristic stuff. But I also like the modern shooters, and I loved World at War. It was so good. I love that game. But in my opinion, I think the future's better. God. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying the future is better, but don't judge me. It's my opinion, not yours. Let's use this. Let's level this gun up a little bit. Screw it. I have no self-respect anymore, so let's use it. I don't like LMGs usually, but you know what? This gun, I guess, is okay. Son of a bitch. Let's go outside to the wilderness and peace. Son of a kid. But yeah, and those are just my opinions. I don't think Call of Duty should be headed in the way it is. Plus supply drops. Like, supply drops are terrible. Like, in my opinion, if you bought the season pass, you should get them for free. And I know that's kind of... What about other people, though? And yes, other people will find that unfair. But if you purchase the season pass, like, if you pre-order the game and get the season pass, it's kind of fair for them. It's like a purchase kind of... it's a purchase... Shit, I can't think of the word. What was it? It's a... God damn it, I'm gonna cut this part out. It's a fucking, purchase. Ugh. It's a purchase, oh my god, you know what, just, fuck it. If you hold the season pass, you kinda deserve it. You purchased the game, you pre-ordered it, or you just bought it for $50. Either way, it doesn't matter to me, you should just get it. But, if you get the season pass, and you can use the... And you... Let's say you, got one of the free cards. It has a cool card. What the fuck? Let's say you got a free supply drop from the store. All right, it has a cooldown. So like, let's say the 20 or 40 or whatever it was. Let's say that has like a 40-day cooldown, maybe plus. Or like a couple day cooldown. In my opinion, that would be good, because that's a easy system. That's kind of a fair system. Like, you're not overpowering the people with it. You're not forcing people to buy it, pre-order the game or buy it, the season pass, just to get free freaking things, free freaking supply drops. You're not doing that. You're kind of like saying, hey, it's a bonus if you do, but you're not forcing them to. You weren't forcing them in the first place, but it's putting a lot of pressure on them, because they're like, they could be thinking, oh my god, I just want free supply drops, man. And they get them as much, they can collect them as much as they want. No. I don't know, I'm just saying that it's kind of, it would be fair if that happened with season pass holders. And I think there should be a random chance that if they do add this in on Infinite Warfare, like, we don't know if Infinite Warfare is actually gonna have supply drops. But if they do, they could add in, like, one free, like, every game you get, like, a card pack. And, like, when you open it, like, one card. Every game. When you open it, or it's a very rare chance anyways. When you open it, you should get a 1 free supply drop, 2 free supply drop, whatever, so how many supply drops it gives you. That would be a fair system, in my opinion, because you could buy them, like, you could also purchase them, but you're not going to be forced to. You can get free versions of them. Like, you're not going to be forced to purchase them this time. Like, if you want an elite gun, there should at least be a fucking 10% chance every oh my god, dude. Every single game you should get one, and there should be at least a 10% chance to get a variant. Because there's obviously going to be variants if you're adding supply drops, or else what's the point of adding supply drops, obviously? There's none if you don't. So, I think there should be, how can I put this? In my opinion, there should be more variants, and, like, they should work for a couple of years, like, all of them together, honestly, because that'd be pretty sick. Just not getting any Call of Duties, just focusing on one Call of Duty, but it ends up being, like, the best Call of Duty ever because of how much they've added. Hey, that's just my opinion, though. But anyways, back on what I was actually saying before. I'm thinking if they did that every game, you got, like, a rare... So every game you should get a card. When you flip it over, it says 1 free supply drop. Alright? Now, that might not seem fair, but as I said before, it can be like 1, it can be 2, it can be 10, it can be 20, it can be 40. I don't know. But there, 40 would be like really like a 0.1 chance, like a 1% chance to get. And then the 20 would be like a 5% chance to get. No, 4% chance to get. Then the others would be like higher. So if they did that, I'm pretty sure people could get along with the supply drop system. Like, in my opinion anyways, like, there should be a point to where you figure a good system out. And this system could be good depending on how you use it. Like, there shouldn't even be freaking buyable, there shouldn't be buyable freaking things anyways, supply drops. I'm just saying, if they did this, people might actually start getting along about it. Because if you think about it, people might stop complaining because they can get a 40 free supply drops. It's not like they're gonna do this, because we all know Call of Duty, they're selfish bastards anyways. But let's say they did that. People would probably get along very easily, just like saying, oh my god, they actually did this? Wow, that's fucking fantastic. Shit. But there should be at least a 10% chance, or 20 or something, 15 maybe. But there should be that chance of getting, like, a different variant of a weapon. Like, if they're gonna end up adding new guns in the future of this game, Infinite Warfare, they should at least make a 15% chance of getting it. Because that'd be easier. Because apparently there's like a 0.8% chance of getting something in this game. Like, what? Why? What's the point? Like, you're making money, but what the fuck? It's not fair to your community. It's not fair to the fans who've been loyal for 10 fucking years. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Anyways, guys, it's been long enough. I should probably end this. Peace. My name's the true gamer.